After you complete your classroom instruction on map reading, terrain association, and other land nav instruction, you will conduct a practical exercise on a land navigation course. Land navigation is a crucial skill needed to become successful throughout your time as a cadet and later as a soldier. Your ability to perform this skill will be assessed at Warrior Forge and is a requirement to graduate. It is important to learn the techniques of land navigation to perform your best. The first event on any land navigation course is the safety and terrain briefing. Pay attention to the specifics, such as what each sign signifies, time limit, and panic azimuth. You may also be given the checkpoints and reference points coordinates during this phase. After you have been briefed on the course, you will receive the materials you will need to complete this course. This will include your map, protractor, lane strip, and scorecard. Also, you must remember to conduct a pre-combat check, PCC, on yourself to ensure your gear is serviceable, such as your compass. If your compass is unserviceable, notify Cadre to obtain one that works. You will need to establish a pace count. The pace course can be 100 to 600 meters long and should be on similar terrain that you will be walking on. Count the number of left steps you take to reach the end of the course. If you use a 600-meter pace course, divide the number of paces by 6 to determine your 100-meter pace count. After you have received your materials, you will assemble in a specified area to plot your points, map your route, and find your distance and direction. Once the instructor gives you the command to begin plotting, find an area where you can get settled. Get comfortable and begin to plot your points. Use a hard surface to plot on if one is available to you, such as your tack-stop. Take your time during this phase. It is better to plot twice and attack the point once than plotting once and attacking multiple times. Review your plan to navigate the course and ensure you can accomplish it within the specified time period. Once you are comfortable with your plan, you can then begin the course. Before stepping off, orient yourself and the map to the terrain. Note that the plotting time may not be included in the total time given to complete the course. If this is the case, you must wait until the plot time period has ended to begin the course, unless instructed otherwise. Certain conditions affect your pace count in the field, and you must allow for them by making adjustments. Slopes. Your pace lengthens on a downslope and shortens on an upgrade. Keeping this in mind, if it normally takes you 120 paces to walk 100 meters, your pace count may increase to 130 or more when walking up a slope. Winds. A headwind shortens the pace, and a tailwind increases it. Surfaces. Sand, gravel, mud, snow, and similar surface materials tend to shorten the pace. Elements. Falling snow, rain, or ice cause the pace to be reduced in length. Clothing. Excess clothing and boots with poor traction affect your pace length. Visibility. Poor visibility, such as fog, rain, or darkness, will shorten your pace. Following your established plan, move to your first checkpoint. Use basic skills to ensure you arrive at the right point, such as terrain association and pace count. After arriving at your first checkpoint, verify that you are in the right location by double-checking the number on the checkpoint sign to the number you decided on in your plan. Once you have verified your location, you may now begin to attack toward your first point. There are different methods for finding a point from a checkpoint. You can shoot an azimuth and dead reckon directly from the checkpoint, or you can follow a handrail, such as a road, and attack from a certain distance on that handrail. For this point, you have decided to dead reckon from the checkpoint, since you have determined that the point is not far from the checkpoint during the plotting phase. You now need to pull out your compass and turn toward the azimuth you established while plotting. Once you are on azimuth, then step off. Ensure you are keeping an accurate pace count and azimuth while attacking toward your point. If you plotted well and your movement was good, you should arrive at your point. Once you have arrived at your point, you will then need to pull out your scorecard and acquire the verification information needed to prove that you arrived at that point. Some courses may have an alphanumeric code, Some may have a clacker, but many will have both. Acquire all the verification information needed, then shoot a back azimuth and return to the checkpoint. Once you have returned to the checkpoint, check your plan and orient yourself to the map. It is time now to prepare to move to the next point. For this point, you have decided you must follow a road and attack off of it, since the distance between the checkpoint and the point you are attacking is too far. This time, you will want to pull out your map and compass to orient yourself to the road which you will need to move down. Once oriented, begin moving down the road. You must keep an accurate pace count to ensure you will arrive with accuracy to the specific attack point on the road. You may want to cross-reference your map to note any bends or noticeable features in the road to help ensure you arrive at the correct destination. Once you have arrived at your established distance on the road, stop. Use your compass to turn to the correct azimuth. After acquiring the correct azimuth, you can then begin to attack toward your point using your new pace count. Using your azimuth and new pace count, attack toward your point. Follow the same procedures from the last point and acquire the information from the point that you need. However, this time you will not return directly to the checkpoint. Using your back azimuth, return to the road. Once back at the road, you can then proceed to the next checkpoint. You are now ready to attack your third point. Once you have arrived at the next checkpoint and verified it, use the same procedures already established to attack your point. According to your plan, you have again decided to dead reckon from the checkpoint. While moving toward your third point, you encounter an obstacle. Bypassing this obstacle and remaining oriented, you will move at right angles for specific distances. For this obstacle, while moving on an azimuth of 90 degrees, change your azimuth to 180 degrees and travel for 100 meters. Change your azimuth to 90 degrees and travel for 150 meters. Change your azimuth to 360 degrees and travel for 100 meters. Then change your azimuth to 90 degrees and you are back on your original azimuth line. Unfortunately, once you have arrived at your established distance, you do not see the point. You are not sure if you are off a degree or two on your azimuth or you are off on your pace. Either way, you believe the point is near and decide to search the area. To establish a point to return to so you do not become lost, you place an extra reflective belt on the ground, close to where your initial established distance is. This will create a point for you to return to throughout your search. Once establishing the point, you decide to use the box technique to search the area. While using the box technique, make sure you are keeping an accurate pace count. A good pace count and an awareness of where you are in relation to your established point will help you avoid becoming disoriented. Box out with the established distance you believe you may be off. During your box movement, keep your head on a swivel and stay alert for the point you are looking for. After spotting the point, move toward it and collect the information as with any other point. Move back to collect your reflective belt. From there, use your back azimuth to return to the checkpoint. Using these methods, you will be able to find the rest of your points on your course. Remember to keep track of time and adjust your plan if it becomes necessary. It is important to return to the start point to get graded before the time limit is up, otherwise you will not pass the course. Remember to stay calm throughout the course, even when something doesn't go according to the plan. If you use these techniques and skills, and trust in your ability, you will be able to successfully navigate any land nav course.